Reason behind Russia-Ukraine conflict. To understand this issue better, we need to go into Russia and Ukraine's history. The year 1991, when the USSR or the Soviet Union broke up into 15 countries, the biggest of which was Russia. And Ukraine was also a part of the USSR. But on the other hand, there were also people that harbored a lot of sympathy for the Russians. Considering themselves to be Russians, they believe that Russians and Ukrainians are ethnically similar. Both are classified as Slavic. Their religions are similar. There aren't major differences. They are majorly Christian. But what about the people of Ukraine? What they do think? Ukrainians look towards the European Union, intending to join them. That they wanted to become an independent European country like others. That's why in 2014, Russia sent its military and captured the Crimea region of Ukraine. The rest of the world could only watch. Ukraine responded by saying that it is a violation of international law. Russia carried out a referendum in Crimea, trying to show that they aren't really invading. Rather, that they sent their military merely to ask the people about what they want, whether the Crimean people wanted to join Russia or Ukraine. And the official result of this referendum was said to be that 97% of people voted in favor of Russia, and it had a voter turnout of 83%. But obviously, this referendum wasn't recognized by any international agency, and it is considered illegal. The United Nations believes that Crimea is officially a part of Ukraine. The people living in eastern Ukraine beside Russia's border are mostly pro-Russia there. But if we're to talk about the overall country, a little more than the majority of people are in favor of joining the European Union. Rather, the politicians of Ukraine are also divided into two groups. One group is the pro-European Union, and the other is pro-Russia. If I talk about the data, according to a survey from April 2017, 53% of the Ukrainians were in the favor of joining the European Union, and 46% Ukrainians favor joining NATO. NATO is an alliance between the USA and the European countries, according to the same survey. 27% of Ukrainians were against joining NATO, and the others did not have a strong opinion. So you can say that about 20 to 30% of people favor Russia. Ukraine shares a long border with Russia. If Ukraine becomes a part of NATO, Russia will obviously be pressured because it is surrounded by all sides. In 1997, a NATO-Ukraine Commission was set up so that Ukraine and NATO could partner with one another. About 10 years later, in 2008, Ukraine wanted to solemnize the friendship. NATO summit was underway, and Ukraine stated that it wanted to become a part of NATO. Along with Ukraine, Georgia had a similar wish, and the other NATO countries were pleased with this. They agreed to make Ukraine a part of them, but the proper procedure had to be followed. Ukraine and Georgia were asked to work on their membership action plan to get the membership of NATO. In 2017, the Ukrainian parliament even adopted a legislation which stated that getting NATO membership is a major objective for Ukraine. For the foreign and security policy of Ukraine. On the 16th of December 2021, there was a meeting between the President of Ukraine and the Chief of NATO in Brussels. There, Ukraine reiterates its commitment to eventually join NATO. Despite Russia's objections, Ukraine is in love with NATO and the European Union. And Russia is heartbroken. And Russia cannot tolerate this. As a result, the 24th of February 2022 broke in between Russia and Ukraine.
Мною принято решение о проведении специальной военной операции.
Thanks for watching.